My name is Craig Cook here at the law offices of Craig O. Cook. And today I want to talk to you about nursing home negligence cases. What are the steps involved in filing a nursing home negligence lawsuit? The first step is to make sure that you document any injuries or bed sores that your loved one might have in the nursing home. Simply take a picture of that. In all those cases that you suspect that there is some type of nursing home neglect, you more likely than not need to make a complaint either in Arkansas and in Oklahoma to the Office of Long-Term Care of the respective states. That will document that you believe that there was something wrong with your loved one, and then they will send out what's called a surveyor or an inspector and make a report in regards to your complaint. Thirdly, you want to contact our office so that we can begin helping you gather the medical records, having it reviewed, and seeing if there's what's called the breaches of the standard of care for nursing home. What I mean by that is if you have breaches that the nursing home is supposed to take care of your loved one in a reasonably safe manner, if you have nursing breaches of standard of care in the nursing home, you look at all those things. Another thing we do in our office is once you come in the office, we look to see how big of if it's a chain of a nursing home. If it's a chain nursing home, more likely than not, they are prioritizing profits over people. So that's just some of the things that we look at. How long might a typical case like this take to resolve? So let's say, for instance, your loved one either passes away as a result of neglect or doesn't pass away but has a substantial amount of injuries as a result of the neglect. The case itself will probably, either one of those scenarios will take about the same amount of time. Pre-COVID, you're probably looking at 18 months to 2 years to get that case to final resolution. Post-COVID, which is now, a lot of the courts are still backed up and we still must try to get ahead of the criminal cases that's filed, etc., in both Arkansas and Oklahoma. Arkansas seems to be, you can get into court probably 18 months after you file it. A lot of times though, you want to be able to have plenty of time to take your discovery, that's questions sent to the other side, take depositions, and make sure that you get all their policies and procedures, see if there's any breaches of their own policies and procedures. In Arkansas, there is a lot of push or some push for what's called an arbitration clause. When you go into the nursing home, they'll try to slide it into the admission paperwork where you're bound by having the case tried in front of an arbiter. We try to get those stricken or found not valid, and therefore we stay with a jury. If you do that and go through that process, some of the nursing home, through their legal counsel, have been appealing those, even though there's really not a good basis for it, but they still do, and it puts it off. And so all the while they're trying to get you to try to settle the case for pennies on the dollar. We don't do that. And then it's appealed. Then we do the appeal brief, write the appeal brief, and hopefully get it reversed or affirmed from what the trial court has said so we can get back to having a jury trial. If you don't have the arbitration clauses in Arkansas, like I said, it's 18 months to 24 months. But the arbitration clause can extend them out. In fact, there is one now, I think it's one on 4 or 5 years. But it is what it is. So we got to play by those rules. In Oklahoma, they don't push the arbitration clause. You usually can get in there from 18 months to 24 months. Might be longer depending upon how much of a criminal docket some of the more rural counties are. What types of evidence would be helpful in proving neglect? Like I stated previously, you need to have photographs of the injuries to the loved one. A lot of times that you can tell there is some type of neglect concerning your loved one in a nursing home or an assisted care living facility. Assisted living facilities are usually, you have negligence where you have perhaps a test sent off which showed the resident to have some type of infection and it doesn't get addressed for an extended period of time. Nursing home, it's usually weight loss, feces, uncleanliness, no water by the bedside, contractures of the resident or your loved one, just general uncleanliness. Those are the type of things that you look at in regards to a nursing home case. Another thing too, like I stated before, is if you've got a home that's not a mom and pop owned home, but rather a home that is a chain, more likely than not, they're putting profits over people. If you have somebody, a loved one or spouse, or even yourself, that you feel like you have suffered negligence at the hands of a nursing home or an assisted living facility, contact us at Law Offices of Craig O. Cook at 479-783-8000 or contact via the website or send me an email directly to me, Craig at lawofficeofcraiglcook.com. Thank you.